Hey everybody, my name is Griffin Dorsey, number 25, professional player for the Houston Dynamo. I think the journey for any player, I would say young Americans especially, that's really the demographic that I can speak to the most, just because I've experienced it, is challenge. You start in college when I think things are a little bit easier. Once you step into the professional world, it gets a lot more challenging. You have to learn how to be an adult, you have to learn how to be a professional, you have to learn how to be the best version of yourself every single day with absolute consistency. And I would say that transition for me was really hard. I mean, you look at my career in Toronto, the 2.5 years I was there, I think my time in Toronto was super valuable because I was surrounded by so many professionals who showed me what day in and day out grinding looks like. Guys like Michael Bradley, Josie Altidore, Eric Zavaleta, and I had to learn a lot. I did learn a lot, and then my time there was cut short. I was kind of a floating bird per se. I didn't have a team, I didn't have a destination, and I was fortunate enough to know Tab Ramos, who was the coach here at the time, and he basically called me and said, hey, I can let you train here, but we can't guarantee anything. So I was on trial in Houston for 3 months, basically just working my ass off trying to continue this career and continue to learn and continue to truly learn what it's like to be a professional. And I think over the last 3 years being here, once again, I've been surrounded by amazing people who have continuously showed me what it's like, and I've taken some lessons that I've learned from places that I've been elsewhere that has allowed me to kind of flourish into the player that I am today. And with all that being said, I think there's still a long way to go and there's a lot to learn, but it's definitely been some great building blocks. When I have time to myself, I love to meditate. Meditation for me really stemmed from my time in Toronto. I was a 19-year-old kid. I had dreamed about being a professional soccer player my entire life, and I had achieved it. And I wasn't very happy. I think I was struggling maybe mentally with just being happy with the everyday grind of being a professional soccer player. And maybe I had some expectations on what being a professional soccer player looked like. And I'm not gonna lie, I Googled how do you just be happy? And I couldn't shy away from the fact that most all answers came to this thing called meditation. And so I started trying it. I started doing it, and over time I saw a real big difference in just my ability to be happy, even if things aren't going very well. If things are really hard, if things are really great, it's one of those things that can kind of ground you into the moment and realize that, you know, I'm here just like everybody else trying to figure this thing out. I think it's become a real special place for me to go in times of high stress, the ups and downs of a professional career especially. Other than that, I also love golfing with my teammates. I mean, since I've been here, we've had a good golf group every single year, and that's always a special moment to get to know your teammates away from the training grounds, away from soccer, and truly enjoy time together, which I also enjoy that. I know fans over the last 5 or 6, 7 years, they've been waiting for this club to kind of turn it on per se. And I think over the last 3 years, I've seen this club take strides that I didn't even know were possible. And I am proud to be a part of those strides. And I think it's also really important not to forget where we were 3 years ago. And as a player who was a part of that, and as a player who was a part of the club and the culture, I think it's a constant reminder that we have to continuously get better, because it's not going to get any easier now that we've done what we've done. I think it's a continuation of the hard work that we've put in. I think for me personally, it was a great year last year. I think as a team, it was a great year, but I think we have a lot more to build on. And I think my role is to continue to push myself and my teammates to be the best versions of themselves day in and day out, so that we can make it to an MLS Cup final. We can win an MLS Cup final. Hold it down, H-Town.